Kevin Chung, aka Kepik. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hi.
So I always like to start with a positive focus, so something you are grateful for or excited about.
Oh, I'm just grateful for being alive here, honestly.
So tell us a little bit about when you started making music.
I would have to say probably just a couple of years ago, honestly, yeah.
So for someone that's been producing for just 2 years, I feel like you've been playing at a lot of shows and finding a lot of success. You've already had some tracks that's charted on Beatport as well.
Yeah, I guess you can say I am kind of, in the right path of what's going on right now in terms of my production.
So tell us about opening up for Dash Berlin. That was just a couple weeks ago, and I was there, and it was pretty epic from the crowd and
it's totally mind-blowing because that's almost my first show where I played to a sold-out crowd at Ruby Sky, and it just took my breath away, honestly.
Was that your favorite show up to date that you've been spinning at?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about working with Ron Reeser and how that came about.
Well, honestly, all this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for my good friend, buddy, Phil. Where did he go? So he told me all about the Ron Reeser was doing a remix competition. He told me I should enter, try it out, give it a shot, and I was just like, listen to this original track, and I was like, okay, I like the vocals on it. Maybe I'll just have a roll with it. So I was working on it, and then Phil kind of connected me with Ron, and Ron heard it, and then he liked it a lot. I was just like, really? And he saw great potential in it too, so he wanted to release it. I was just like, really? Oh wow! So he gave me the opportunity. He believed in me, really. He felt that I actually had what it takes to maybe really get really more focused on this production stuff. And me and him, once we kind of hung out. I hung out in the studios. He kind of showed me some tricks, and then on he decided, he asked me if I wanted to do a collab. I'm like, oh, definitely, I was down with it. So from then on we started working on the track. About a month or so, on and off, I would go to the studio and kind of hash out ideas, and then our track Larger Than Together came out.
So how did it feel when the track charted?
I was pretty shocked. I was just like, no ways, honestly, it just blew our minds, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what's next? Obviously you've been playing on a lot of shows. What's coming up for you in 2016?
Well, I have a bunch of unreleased tracks that I'm working on for a year or 2 years maybe. And I just started another track a few days ago, so I have all these ongoing projects that I'm just loading my plate with, and I gotta finish it though.
Yeah. How many tracks right now are you working on?
I'll say about close to 10 tracks.
Okay.
I'll say half of them are almost done already, but then I get sidetracked with new stuff, so everything gets pushed behind. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of all the tracks that you have produced so far, which one has been the most meaningful for you and why?
I think, honestly, even though I'm ashamed to admit it, but Let It Go is actually one of my meaningful and favorite remixes, because that remix really helped define my genre and style that I do. It's very uplifting, and it's very progressive but it's very also just has a lot that that's where I found out what I love to do is to create melodic sounds.
Yeah.
And things that just evoke emotions.
Yeah.
In music.
How long did it take you to do that one remix?
That one took me about a few months. And the funny thing is, since then I've improved a lot on my mixing abilities. So I've been redoing I've retouched that track basically. So even though I released it, I realized that it could have been better. So I'm always one of my downfalls is really, especially when I make remixes or tracks. It's I always have to I feel like when I learn something new, I have to apply to my older stuff, because I want my stuff to be always top quality.
Yeah. So you're a perfectionist then?
I guess you could say it. That's why I'm always really hard on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could play anywhere in the world or at any festival, any show, where would that be?
That's a good question. Really tough one too. There's so many choices. I would love to play everywhere. Pour myself out, if I had to choose, right, I would say probably Tomorrow World.
Tomorrow World?
Yeah.
In Atlanta?
Actually, wait, can I say Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland. Okay. So as far as some of your musical influences, who would you say are some of your favorite artists?
Dash Berlin definitely has helped, shape my sound. Tritona as well, their production quality is like just amazing. Like it's really like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you listen to their music, you can tell it's Tritona style. Like the production techniques they have there, yeah. Who else? I also like, Tom Stark, Kreider. Those guys are definitely, one of my big influences in like music-wise, like the type of music that I also like to spin. There's a bunch of others, but there's this many out there. But the ones I just mentioned are people that I really look up to.
So if you can collaborate with any artist of your choice, who would that be?
Gee, that's a tough one as well. I mean, it would be the same ones I mentioned earlier, but I mean, heck, I'll collaborate with anybody. Anybody that's like, in the something that's, on a greater level. I would, let me think, maybe Tom Swoon or heck, Armin van Buren. Why not, right?
Yeah. So basically, tell us a little bit about before you went on this journey. What were you doing before you started making music full time?
I was working a 9-to-5 job. I was a paper pusher. So, I worked at this company, 3 years ago? I got laid off 3 years ago. So then from then on, I felt it was probably a sign for me to really try to dive into music production and take it really seriously, because I was always doing that, but it was just so like the learning curve on production versus DJing is, way up there. So for me, I was always on and off. I tried to produce, I tried to do production, I would say like 6-7 years ago. I was totally turned off by it. It was just like overwhelming. So I stopped working on it, and then I decided once I got laid off, then I felt it was the right time to really get into it, get more serious.
Yeah.
From then on, everything started clicking.
Yeah. So how's that been like? What's been the most challenging part, and what's been the most rewarding part?
Challenging part really is just getting your your music to sound like the quality it should be at. I'm trying to what I want to do is I want to make a track where if I told you it was produced by Tiesto, you would believe me. So I want to get at that quality level. So I guess for me it's just making music that is up to par to what's the standard nowadays in the industry. And the most rewarding part is when people tell me, wow, that's an amazing track, or you made this, and that's the feeling that that really just like makes everything worthwhile. All the sacrifice, all the sweat, all the nights alone by myself, just cranking out music, where everybody's out having fun.
Tell us about that. Like, I know you stay up pretty late, but what's a typical day for you look like?
Pretty much I wake up, have my coffee, fire up Ableton Live, go on Facebook, do some stalking.
Stalking who?
Everybody. Yeah, I'm basically on the computer for the most part. I take breaks here and there. I get kind of sidetracked by little things, when I see...
Like our group chat?
Group chats, these kind of chats I can derail my train of thought, but, a good break is, it's always good to have a good break. Yeah. And then after, I guess, dinner, and then up to the late night, I usually stay up till like, 4 or 5 or sometimes 6. If I'm really inspired, the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the morning time.
Yeah. What's like the quickest amount of time you took to start and finish a track?
I would say took me the quickest track that I've made yet is my Dell remix of Hello.
Wow, that was a really good one.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really surprised by myself because that took me only like 2 days to really get everything down, and then about a week to just really like kind of fine tune everything. So yeah, it just took me like 2 days to make it, but a week to really like finalize everything.
What are some of your goals? Like, what do you want to see happen in your career in the next 1 or 2 years?
I wanna, let's see. Honestly, in the next year, I just really want to like be able to have my music released on like the major labels out there. You know, Enhance is one of them, like Armada, Protocol. Those are my main 3 labels that I'm eyeing for. I feel like my music really belongs there.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the next few years, you know, honestly, if I had to choose, I would rather just be able to like put out like, you know, good music onto like, you know, those type of labels.
And what kind of advice do you have for somebody out there that maybe wants to go down the same path you're going down, or just barely getting started?
I would say, you know, just you know, stay focused, and you know, there's the YouTube online. You know, there's a lot of things you can look, you know, do research at, and hit up. You know, don't be afraid to hit up like, you know, like kind of medium-sized, you know, level DJs. You know, because I always usually help people out. You know, when they hit me up and you know, when they tell me how my tracks are great. And you know, I appreciate that. So you know, I'm always, you know, down to kind of give advice to, you know, newer people who ask me, you know, questions about. In fact, you know, one of them asked me to do like a whole video of how I did my Adele remix. That was kind of flattering.
So, what's your favorite food?
Favorite food, huh? I don't know. It's tough. You know, honestly, I guess I'll just say I like pasta, Italian pasta a lot.
Pasta?
Yeah.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Here, right now, talking to you.
Oh, great answer, great answer.
Yeah.
What else do you like to do outside of making music?
I have no life.
Who's your favorite person in the
Wait,
world?
that dude right there.
That dude, yo, get in this frame real quick, that dude.
What up? That's me! Hi, Mom!
How did you and Phil meet?
Oh, okay, so how we started our romance, it was through one of our mutual DJ friend, a good friend of ours, Mikey Tan. You know, I met him through just being in the industry, DJing and promoting for events, nightclubs here in the city. And you know, Phil was an aspiring DJ. You know, back then that's how I met him. You know, and then from then on, you know, I liked his, you know, energy, his personality.
Yeah.
He's like a happy-go-lucky guy. And from then on, we just
A
like
happy, good-looking guy, or what?
Yeah. Oh, that's what you want to hear.
Tell me more about your relationship with Phil.
We hang out a lot, you know, we do events here, and you know that, you know, Phil, he always like, you know, pushes me, you know, he still believes in me, you know. It's like, you know, if I have to say one person who's helped me, you know, help grow me and really like kind of just like put me on a spotlight and on the pedestal to, you know, tell people, look at this guy, you know, truly believe in me, you know, that guy right there.
Yeah. He's the one that told me about you as well, so.
No, yeah, that's why. So, you know, if anything, you know, I owe a lot to Dusty, you know, because, you know, if it wasn't for him, honestly, wouldn't have met Ron Weezer. I'd be on the street saying, we'll produce for food.
So what's something that you feel like the music industry could use more or less of?
It could use more of like real talented, you know, artists out there. I feel like, you know, the industry is becoming more, because of the commercial success that electronic music has, you know, brought, you know, to the masses. I just feel like now it's becoming more of just a show. It's becoming, not, I don't say show, but it's more like, it's all about the entertainment and the talent there. I mean, granted there is, you know, a lot of talent. There's a lot of like new emerging talent, but there's also just so much like, it's just how the industry is. It's really like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I'm sure you probably know, the music business. It's a tough business.
Yeah. What about the world? What do you feel like the world can use more or less of?
The world could use more plur. There needs to be more plur in life.
So where can your fans or other people reach out to you?
You can find me on, you know, all the social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Facebook is facebook.com/DJ Kepik, and Instagram, Twitter is like Kepik Music. And then my SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/Kepik. So yeah, there's very different ones. Probably not a good thing, but.
So I forgot to mention this, but how did you come up with Kepik? How did you come up with that name?
You know, it's a good question. Honestly, I used to have like it used to be two names. I went like a pseudonym, like I used to go by Evan Kepik, like it's kind of like a two name thing how most DJs usually go with. And because like my regular name, honestly, my real name Chung isn't really so inspiring. I wish I had a cooler Asian name. So that's why I was like, but then later on, I decided to drop my first part and just go with just Kepik. And then pretty much it stands for Kevin, Epic, so put it together, Kepik. Then I went with a K to kind of make it look more stylish,
All right, well, thanks for coming on, and I'm excited to see an awesome 2016 for you.
I'm excited as well.
Let it go, can't hold